Hi Holly, we're here to talk about your wider reading and research. Can you tell me a bit about your confidence with wider reading and research as you moved from capable to QTS?
Okay, so from university we were given lots of guidance on whether to further our knowledge and our reading through behaviour management and any things we'd identified in our previous practices through CP1 and CP2 and what we needed to then improve on to then take out into our classes and then reflect on it then through seminars and lectures.
And what actions did you take when you started in your new classroom?
Okay, when you first start, you are aware of some things that you thought, oh, maybe you weren't as strong in your strengths, and through wider reading, you want to deepen your understanding of how to solve those problems where you're a new teacher. And you may not have had all the experiences in your previous class to your new class, the different children, so you have to change your strategies. So wider reading is the only way that you can further deepen in your knowledge. And when I first started, we looked at Shirley Clark's. It was something that we were already doing in CP2 placement, and I changed my classroom to meet the needs using wider reading to benefit what they needed.
And what was the impact of this on the pupils and their learning?
Positive, because we found that behaviour management in that particular class was a struggle. So what we did through the school introduced me to Shirley Clark, enabled me to then to do my own research into how she would set up a classroom. So for example, I had then implemented changing the children on a rotatory basis where they change their partners every week, so that helps with behaviour, so the children less likely to fall out, etc. And we changed the formation into sort of an E shape rather than the children being in tables, which meant that they were all focused, but they could still do partner talk, but along a more streamlined way in their own rows rather than across tables.
And can you tell me who or what helped support your progress in wider reading and research?
Senior mentors and mentor check-ins from placement, and then as an NQT you have your mentors that will check in on you and give you guidance. So further wider reading, they'll say, can you go and research? For example, for my questioning for AFL, if that was one of my areas I needed to improve, Bloom taxonomy then would be something that I would use.
And what research and inquiry activities supported you in your progress towards this standard?
Research inquiry tasks were, for example, watching my own mentor and having the opportunity to observe other teachers teach. So if I was asked that I needed to improve for things like incidental Welsh, so through wider reading, there's only so much I could further wider read maybe with Welsh. So I would observe a teacher, then reflect on that then through my through going back into university, and especially on Fridays we'd go back to the library and we'd collaboratively discuss our week and discuss what we found. So the university gave us the opportunities to have those discussions through seminars and in lectures too. Was there any research that informed your practice and decision making? Research in particular around behaviour management. I think it's one thing that was you had to adapt and change throughout your practice from one class to another, and having the opportunities to take smaller groups, you'd have to adapt your behaviour management techniques. So that would be something that I would do further reading throughout my practice. And how did you critically evaluate the change in your practice? Through lesson observations. I'd get feedback from mentors and senior mentors. I would have to reflect at the bottom of lesson plans on how I'd lesson, and that would then navigate what I had to teach the next day and tweaks, etc. I can tell from our conversation here that you've made progress towards lots of the other standards, including classroom management, the way you've changed the classroom layout. You've mentioned assessment with the Bloom's taxonomy, and lots of collaboration there with other colleagues as well. Thank you very much.